What's up, YouTube? This is Buck with Buck and Chuck Gaming, coming at you in their top 5 list this week. It's going to be the top 5 free-to-play PS4 games. There's going to be a couple caveats to this list. We're not going to include a couple of the most popular games because everybody knows about Fortnite, everybody knows about Apex, everybody knows about Warzone. We're not including any of those in here. It's going to be 5 more fantastic games. They're free-to-play. I would say get you a ton of bang for your buck, but you don't have to pay any. And it'll give you hundreds of hours of fantastic gameplay. So if you would, go ahead and leave us a like, comment down there at some of your favorite free-to-play games for PS4 are. And we definitely appreciate you subscribe. We're definitely going to have more top 5s, top 10 lists coming up for you. Without further ado, here we go. So the first game we're going to talk about here is Path of Exile. And anyone who enjoys Diablo, or any kind of Diablo-esque dungeon crawler, definitely give Path of Exile a shot. It's actually my preferred dungeon crawler to Diablo because there's so much more you can do. And it's so much more customizable than Diablo. I mean, the skill tree itself, you basically need a degree in physics to be able to understand it. I mean, it is like a course of calculus. It's ridiculous, but in a good way. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of hours trying to customize your character, get a perfect build. I mean, you can pick, like my character is a champion, and you could have, 35 different ways to build a champion. And they could all be completely unique because the skill tree and the way you pick to level up is so different in each one. Anyone who enjoys these games, definitely give PoE a shot. This is hundreds and hundreds of hours right here. And the next game we're going to talk about, it's actually my personal favorite on this list. It's Final Fantasy XIV. And I will put a little bit of asterisk by this one because it's free to play up to level 35. And after that, I mean, you do have to actually, pay for the game and then pay for a subscription if you want to go further to be able to go into it. But up to level 35, I mean, that's going to get you, I'd say, at least 50 hours of gameplay. So you're going to know right then if it's something you want to go ahead and go forward with. And I can't recommend it high enough. I mean, as far as MMOs go, I'd say this and WoW are 1A and 1B. Both games are fantastic, but on PS4, of course, we don't have WoW, so 14, I mean, it's my preferred choice anyway. I've spent probably right around, I would guess, I think last time I checked, it was just under 400 hours in this game, and I'm not even done with the current expansion of Shadowbringers. I mean, this game has so much bang for your buck and so many things to do. You can literally just play this game and get lost in it, and it might be the only game you play for quite a while. And there's so many different mechanics. You can have their dungeons just with 4 people to a party, and then you can have your raids up to, I want to say, it's up to 24 people in the biggest raids in this. And then, of course, one unique feature, unlike WoW, each character is not unique, so each character you can actually have any job you want on your character, and you can change them at will. So you might have a level, 5 paladin, and then a level 70 ninja. You can do it in the same character instead of having to create different ones like WoW. So this game is really, really cool and good. The next one we're going to talk about here is actually about the closest thing we can get to a Monster Hunter clone, and that's going to be Dauntless. And if you've ever played Monster Hunter World or any of the other Monster Hunters before that, such as, Ultimate 3, United, anything like that, the addiction that can come with Monster Hunter in those type of games. And Dauntless, I mean, you can see the presentation is fantastic. It trims all the fat from Monster Hunter. So all the additional stuff, like you don't have to cook your meat and worry about burning it. Dauntless is more about just straight up going on the hunts, you and 3 other people, and then taking out the big creatures, just like you can see here. I mean, it's just got a lot of the same tendencies as Monster Hunter. You can chop the tail off. It has all the weapons feel unique and really fun. They all have elemental properties. They make sure everything looks cool, so you have to, when you work and get an upgrade, you don't feel like you just waste your time about it. Everything looks fantastic, and there's not really pay to win, so that's awesome. And number 4 here on our list is going to be the one I have a couple of buddies of mine, Cubed and Brad. They spent, I'd say, thousands and thousands of hours each in this game. And that game we're going to talk about is Smite. And Smite is a multiplayer online battle arena, or MOBA for short. And if you've ever played League of Legends, I mean, that's probably the most popular one, Dota 2, things like that on PC, you know exactly what you're getting into. And these games can be super addicting. And Smite's actually a little bit different because it's third person, whereas those games are kind of overhead, top-down, kind of like a strategy-esque game, where this one is more of just third-person action along with it. There's hundreds of champions in this game, and you can play for free and unlock champions, or you can pay, I think, like $20 or something and unlock everybody. So you can pay to get things quicker, and if you love the game, I'd recommend it, but otherwise it is free. In number 5 here, I'm actually going to put 2 games on the list here. I put Warframe here because it's 110% completely free. And I'd also put Destiny 2 up here, which is a fantastic game. And Destiny 2 is free to play up to, I believe, the Forsaken expansion, which was an awesome one there. And you can also get access to the multiplayer and Gambit, things like that in Destiny 2. So it's definitely worth trying also. But I put Warframe on here because, I mean, just look at it. It looks like a AAA game. It controls awesome. The action looks amazing. And the shooting mechanics are absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing wrong with anything in this game, and it is 100% free to play. I mean, you can, just like a lot of the other games we talk about, you can support the devs, buy cosmetics, things like that, but definitely nothing you have to do. And I mean, this is just one of the absolute. I mean, you can just look at it, it's a AAA game, and it's 100% free. The shooting mechanics are fantastic, and it's third person, so it's action and shooting. It's got both. And those are my top 5 free-to-play PS4 games. They're hundred hours. If you add up everything combined, it's probably thousands of hours. And we're all going through the quarantine right now. What's better than free? Don't spend anything. Plenty of playtime. Like I said, thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you would, go ahead and give me a like, share, and subscribe. Definitely be appreciated. And it's Buck with Buck and Chuck Gaming. We'll see you again next week for another top 5 or top 10 video. Thanks, guys.